Hey guys, Elisa here with Lifestyle Lighthouse at lifestylelighthouse.com. Today's video is going to be about the 3 types of insomnia and how stress and anxiety can affect them. So insomnia is the difficulty of falling asleep, trouble staying asleep, or waking up earlier than you normally do. And these 3 types of insomnia that we're going to talk about are characterized by how long the symptoms persist, so how long they last. Now, the first one we have is transient insomnia. And transient insomnia has the shortest duration. It can last up to several days, and you can get transient insomnia because of one-time events. For example, a life circumstance, like if you lost a loved one, may cause stress, and then the event is over. You can get insomnia from this, and since it's a one-time event, it is usually transient insomnia. Now, the next 2 types that we're going to talk about are harder to predict and also harder to regain control of, but let's go over them first before we dive deep as to why that is. Now, first, next on the list, basically, the second one is chronic insomnia. Chronic insomnia is when you have insomnia for at least 3 nights a week, and this pattern lasts for 1 month or longer. It's pretty difficult to deal with. And then you also have the third one to consider if you have chronic insomnia, and that would be cognitive intrusions. So cognitive intrusions is the third type of insomnia, and these are basically repetitive images, thoughts, or impulses that interrupt your sleep or even another activity that's not related to sleep at all. Like when you try to fall asleep, these intrusions are super difficult to control or turn off, you might say. So those are the 3 types of insomnia, and those are very brief definitions, but now we're going to deep dive into them. We're going to talk about how stress and anxiety can affect and or cause them. So first off, stress is a primary contributor to sleeping disorders like insomnia. And at the same time, sleeping disorders can cause and worsen anxiety, stress, as well as other mental health issues. Basically, it's bad from both sides. But how you psychologically and physically react to stress affects how you sleep. A sudden event, like if you lost a loved one, as I explained before, or if you get in a car accident, or even if you have constant financial pressure, or even a chronic illness, then you could eventually get transient or chronic insomnia. Now, people with chronic insomnia aren't usually prepared to deal with stress. They're probably more vulnerable to think about and suffer from frequent cognitive intrusions, especially when they want to sleep. So people like this have difficulty falling asleep and staying awake. And when they see like a sleep professional or another doctor, the most common thing they probably complain about are that they can't stop their thoughts, they can't stop worrying, and they basically can't shut down their mind. Speaking from experience here too. The obvious question is why? Why is this? And well, insomnia causes elevated cortisol and adrenaline production, and I will explain. Elevated cortisol lowers deep, slow-wave sleep and also causes fatigue and loss of concentration. It inhibits memory consolidation, and it also slows down your immunity. Now, people might experience an overproduction of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline that make them susceptible to stress-induced insomnia. Their symptoms are usually an overactive sympathetic nervous system, also known as the fight or flight response. And this also means that they experience a hyperactive hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, also called HPA. Let me explain. Basically, both of these 2 things overreacting results in the overproduction of stress hormones as well as horribly disrupted sleep. More importantly, though, when stress hormones like cortisol are increased, it can negatively affect receptors in the brain for the neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, all of which play huge roles in regulating sleep and emotions. The results are poor sleep and poor sleeping behaviors. Now, on a related note, a lot of people with insomnia will relapse when they stop taking medications like sleeping pills. Also, speaking from experience here, they're still not able to deal with the underlying problem of stress, which is more of an internal battle, as a lot of you probably relate to. It's more of like a personal internal battle that you're dealing with, and you're probably still not yet able to deal with that underlying problem. But if your brain and body are given solid nights of good quality sleep consistently, then they'll naturally heal and restore themselves back to normal physiological functions. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Those are the 3 types of insomnia and how stress and anxiety can affect them. As always, I hope that I can help you get your stress and anxiety under control so that you can get the high quality sleep that you deserve. I've been struggling with stress-induced sleeping disorders for more than half my life, and it's my goal to help as many people as possible get the quality sleep they deserve. Please leave a comment below that says #stress-free sleep so that I can see who made it to the end of the video. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for videos more than 3 times a week about this topic, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.